So meal prepping is a great way to make sure you stick to your goals and eat healthy during your week. It keeps you from being led into temptation of eating Chick-fil-A every single day. So let's talk about some tips, some hacks, and just some basics of meal prepping. Okay, so hello family, friends, strangers, and teachers. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my Back to School, Back to Health series. Also, happy first week of school, at least for the Abilene area. Today's video is all about meal prepping. So I was hoping to post this video before Monday even started, but I had some issues with my computer storage being full and editing and filming was just a little more complicated than I intended, so this video is getting posted lot later than planned, but you know, that's okay. We're here and it's all good. But before we get into the video, I just want to remind you to like this video if you liked it, enjoyed it, learned anything, and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. You can click the little bell notification and it'll notify you whenever I post my next video. And the next handful of videos are going to be about ways to get energy, especially in the afternoons, some of my favorite meals, and some healthy habits that I think would be very beneficial to your life, and a lot more. So just click the notification bell. You'll get notified when I post my next video, which will be soon. Promise, won't wait as long this time. There's just quite a few technical difficulties, so. But just make sure you come back and see all of those, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So whenever you come home from a long day at work, you probably don't really have much motivation or energy to be cooking dinner. So if you meal prep your meals at the beginning of the week, you don't have to worry about that, and you can still eat healthy. And it will help prevent those fun arguments where everyone's hangry, and no one knows what they want to eat, and then you're just sitting in the car arguing, trying to figure out a place to go until someone makes a decision. So fun. So here are some tips and some hacks to just get you meal prepping like the rock star you are. So obviously the first thing you need to do whenever meal prepping is go shopping, because you need food to meal prep, clearly. But before you even do that, you need to have a somewhat of an idea of what you're going to make during the week. So my first tip, make a plan before you shop. So just to clear up some confusion, with meal prepping, you only prep about 1 week worth of meals, not a whole month. So there are two different ways you can meal prep, by foods and by meals. At least, I don't know of any other ways. So if you know of any other ways, let me know, because I don't know any. So let's just kind of compare prepping meals versus prepping foods. So whenever prepping meals versus foods, the meals are only going to last about 3 to 4 days just because there's a mixture of different foods within that one container. Whereas prepping foods, they can last up to 6 days just because all the chicken's with the chicken, all the potatoes with potato, etc. Whenever you're just prepping actual meals, it's a little more convenient because all you have to do is just grab it and go. So these are really good for someone that's really on the go and don't have time to put anything together. However, whenever you're prepping foods, this allows you to have a lot more variety with your meals. So for example, let's say you have some chicken. Well, that chicken can go in a chicken salad. It can go in a regular salad. You could add it to some broth, make a soup. You could put it in a tortilla, make a little taco, or burrito, or enchilada. So there's a lot more variety whenever you're just prepping foods versus meals. So just prepping foods is a really great idea for families because not everyone wants the exact same thing for dinner every night. So this allows everyone to just pick and choose what they want to eat and make their own meal. Usually what I like to do is prepare my actual meals for breakfast and lunch for the week, and then just make some foods to combine for dinner so that I don't have to eat the same thing for dinner every night. So depending on how you meal prep, you'll probably want to pick out 2 days during your week to plan and prepare meals. So the first day you're going to do a lot more preparing than the second day that you choose in your week, because the first day you'll probably prepare most of your lunches and half your dinners or more. Whereas the second day that you decide to meal prep, it's just kind of like a touch-up prep. So maybe you weren't able to cut everything the first day because something would go bad. That second day that you pick out of the week is the day that you can do that. This just allows you to keep from wasting food and allows you to have fresh food at all of your meals. So a lot of people choose Sunday and Wednesday to do their meal prepping. Sunday is the main day where they do most of the work, and then Wednesday is just the day that they decide to do the touch-up prep. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Whatever fits your lifestyle, whatever works best for you, and it may even vary from week to week. Whatever just gets you out of the kitchen in the least amount of time and with the least amount of stress as possible. So tip number 2 is just do whatever takes the longest first. So usually this will be something with the oven or a crock pot or an Instant Pot, just getting all of that put in there and let it do its thing while you continue on. So here's a little hack that I discovered. So if you just put foil on your pan and then you make a wall in the middle and then it gives you 2 sections. You could also do more than just 2 sections, but here I just did 2. But this allows you to cook 2 different things at one time, especially if one of those things may have some sauce on it or some oil. It allows it to cook without spilling over into the other stuff. And it's less dishes to clean, so that just makes everything better. So I just chopped up my chicken, put it on the tray, seasoned it, put it in the oven, and then continued cutting up the rest of my chicken, which leads me to my next hack, making freezer bag meals. So you've probably seen or heard of these, but these are the best ways to just get stuff done and like doesn't take much time at all. So what I did is I cut up my chicken and put it in the bag and then put the sauce that I wanted to use. So this is Coconut Aminos, which is like a healthy alternative to soy sauce. And then I put it in the fridge to let it marinate, and then I came back to it later and then added vegetables and stuck it in the freezer. So then whenever I want to eat it, I just take it out, put it on a pan, put it in the oven. It does all the work for me and it's great. So tip number 3, chop everything you can. Cutting up food and chopping stuff and spiralizing noodles, just for some reason, at least for me, takes years. So if you just do all of this, knock it all out, get it all done at the beginning of the week, saves you so much time. And I just use the same cutting board for all of it. So again, less dishes. It's great. So I only would cut all of my vegetables probably, and then just some of my fruits like my oranges, my lemons, grapefruits, and melons. I especially cut potatoes. Sweet potatoes just seem to take a million years for me to cut, so just doing it all in one day is the best. And you don't even have to cook all of this that day. You can cut up some of it, keep it raw in the fridge, and then put it in the oven, put it in the crock pot, put it in the Instant Pot, wherever you want to put it the day that you decide to eat it. You don't have to cook it all at once, but it is really convenient to do that. I will also spiralize my vegetables, but I don't put any sauce or anything like that on them. I just keep them raw because then I could put them in a tortilla later, I could put them in a salad, or I can add some sauce to it and make them pasta. So my next tip is prepping your snacks and your side items. This just allows you to have grab and go snacks, easy, less stress, keeps you eating healthy, and then also allows you to kind of pick and choose your sides and just kind of make your meal your own. And if you need some healthy ideas for snacks and even some sides, I'll leave a link to a video that I have at the end of this video that I just have lots of healthy, yummy snacks that I love. And if you need some snack ideas and some side item ideas, I will leave a link at the end of this video with a video that I made all about healthy snacks that I love. So tip number 5 is prep your dressings and your sauces. So you don't necessarily have to add all of this to those foods, but if you just go ahead, prep your sauces, prep your dressings, all you have to do later in the week whenever you decide to eat it is just pour it on the food, heat it up, and it's good to go. This also allows you to just try some different recipes of some healthy sauces and some healthy dressings that you've always wanted to try, but you never really have the energy or motivation to actually make. So you just do it all while you have the motivation and energy, and then later you just reap the benefits. So my last tip is prepping salads and prepping smoothies. So you've probably seen the salads that are in mason jars. However, I just kind of wanted to explain the proper way to do those because you don't want soggy salad. That's gross. So first thing you're going to do in your mason jar is you're going to pour your dressing. I definitely poured a little too much, had to empty that out a bit. I don't like a lot of dressing, it's gross. So first thing you want to do with your mason jar is open it and put in your dressing. You want the dressing at the bottom so that everything doesn't get all soggy and gross. So next you want to put in your hard vegetables like your carrots, zucchinis, any kind of vegetable that doesn't get soggy easily. And then you can also put, if you wanted some protein in there, so an egg or some chicken. And then you just add in any other seeds or anything like that that you want. And then you put your lettuce and spinach and all of that on top. That way it stays crunchy and yummy and not soggy and gross. And yeah, I definitely used a little jar and then had to pour it all into a big jar, so that was fun. So when in doubt, choose a big jar, just have a big salad, it'll be great. But then the great thing about these is all you have to do is just shake it up, mix everything, and then you just eat it out of the jar. And it's super easy, super simple, and healthy. So not only is it super cute, but it's a really easy way to make salad and encourage you to eat a salad. So the next thing is smoothies, and I have a couple different ways to prep smoothies. So the first way is just making your own little smoothie packs. So what I did, I put a banana and a strawberry. That's one smoothie pack. Then I'll put blueberries and some banana in there and maybe some spinach. That's another smoothie pack. And basically you're just making all these different smoothie packs, so you just drop it in the blender, add some milk, blend it up, good to go. Another great thing is making the smoothie, blending it up, and putting it in an ice tray. And then all you have to do is just pop the little cubes out, put them in the blender, and you're good to go. This is also really great if you just do just fruit and water when you blend it up, because then you can put the little ice cube in your water and you have fruit infused water. It's amazing and delicious and gets you drinking water. But also, don't really try to make it all look pretty like I did, because honestly, waste of time. It didn't really work and it's really hard. But that's all I have for y'all today. If you like this video, let me know by clicking the like button. If you want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe. Click the bell to get notified when I post my next videos. They're coming soon, and I hope you found some ways that you can meal prep. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!